Thank you for joining us for another part in a series of educational sessions featuring ideas on pricing and profitability for custom frame shops, sponsored by the TrueView Glazing Company. I'm Ken Bauer, and I've been in the custom framing industry since the mid-1980s. I owned and operated a shop with a large production facility and several satellite galleries. I've been teaching seminars and writing articles since the mid-1990s about the processes and business practices that made my framing company successful. In 2008, I began consulting full-time, creating products and services for framers to help them grow their business. Now, I'm partnering with the TrueView Company to bring you a series of webinars designed to help you improve pricing and profitability. Many of you watched the Rule of Three session featuring pricing strategies for premium products like museum glass. Several questions were asked about how to price acrylic, so we thought it might be beneficial to highlight the differences between pricing glass and pricing acrylic. Remember that the nationally suggested pricing referred to in this discussion may not be the best method for pricing your product. As always, pricing should be set to markups which produce a positive cash flow for your unique business. For a customized pricing strategy, KB Consulting offers a pricing for profit analysis. Let's talk about why pricing acrylic is different than pricing glass. As we all know, the major difference between purchasing glass and purchasing acrylic is that glass is available in pre-cut sizes, while most acrylic must be purchased in large uncut sheets of 48 inches by 96 inches. Because glass is available in numerous sizes, there is often very little left over when cutting out a piece for a project. The small pieces remaining are usually discarded as waste. When we purchase glass, we buy it in a box with several lights, and we do not consider the unused lights as waste. Rather, we know that these unused lights are backstock to be used for future projects. Therefore, we are not concerned about making money on the entire box of glass on the very first piece we use. To effectively price acrylic, we need to adopt this backstock mentality. Many shops feel that they must make a profit on the entire full sheet of acrylic on the first project they cut. This thinking leads to very high acrylic pricing and can discourage your customers. Instead, effective pricing for acrylic requires us to view the uncut portions of a full acrylic sheet as backstock, just as we view the unused lights in boxes of glass. Once you begin to view unused acrylic in this manner, pricing acrylic becomes much easier. In the Rule of Three discussion, we learned that more than 60% of all custom framing projects were less than 44 united inches. As we studied how glass should be priced, we found that markups or multipliers should be highest on small pieces and lower as sizes increase. This allows us to make better margin on the sizes we sell the most while keeping large sizes affordable. Here's a chart showing the nationally suggested pricing for conservation clear glass. Notice how the markups start high and become lower as sizes increase. To calculate the pricing of glass, we can use the standard united inch measurement to determine cost before applying the markup or multiplier. However, united inch cost calculation for acrylic sizes creates a distorted markup pattern. Notice in the second to last column, highlighted by the blue arrow, how inconsistent the markup pattern is. It does not follow the high to low markup pattern we want to achieve. But if we use square feet as the basis for calculating the cost of the acrylic pieces, the pattern of high to low markups emerges just as it did in glass cost calculation. These suggested markup percentages reflect the desired high to low pattern as shown in the column with red numbers. Creating retail pricing for acrylic inside your point of sale system can be a little bit tricky. As we just saw, creating the cost per size of acrylic works best using square feet instead of United Inch. However, in some point of sale systems, you must choose square feet. If you choose square feet as the method of creating your retail pricing, it forces you to use one consistent multiplier for every size, something we do not want since it would make large sizes of acrylic too high in price for most shops. Here we see that the markup of 3.5 would be applied to every size of conservation clear acrylic if the square foot option is chosen. Because some point of sale systems don't allow you to change the multiplier as sizes increase in the pricing tables, we need to set our prices for acrylic by size using the light pricing option. Doing so will allow you to create the high to low multipliers that we want to use. Once we've created our pricing for conservation clear acrylic using the pricing strategy we have just discussed, we can use the same rule of three concept that we discussed in our last session to price premium acrylic products. This strategy provided two benefits: a guaranteed profit 3 times that of what would be received if selling conservation clear acrylic, and a reduction of sticker shock for large pieces of premium acrylic. Recently, TrueView has introduced 6 new pre-cut sizes of Optium Museum acrylic. These new options make it very easy for shops to sell this amazing product without investing in backstock and therefore making a profit on the initial sale. The nationally suggested pricing for Optium Museum acrylic still works for pre-cut sizes in most shops, even though margins are slightly reduced. This reduction can be justified, however, because there will be no backstock, meaning that profit is made immediately. So let's recap. Acrylic full sheets should be looked at as though unused portions are backstock, not waste. Square foot should be used to determine the cost of acrylic used in projects, unlike glass, where United Inch works best. Markups or multipliers should be applied to the square foot cost to create the retail pricing. Just like glass pricing, markup should start high on small pieces of acrylic and descend as sizes get larger. Avoid using the same markup for every size of acrylic. Use the rule of 3 to price premium acrylic like Optium Museum. The new pre-cut sizes of Optium Museum acrylic are a great alternative for shops selling limited amounts of this product. And finally, a proper pricing strategy for glazing is the key to creating profit for your company. If you would like a copy of the nationally suggested pricing for glass and acrylic, please contact me using the email address on the screen. In addition, visit TrueView's website and YouTube channel to find these presentations and other great information. Finally, I want to thank TrueView for making this session on acrylic pricing possible. Their continued investment in our industry is even more valuable these days as opportunities to assemble and take classes have become very limited. Please let them know if you find these programs valuable. Thank you for watching, and I hope this information helps you to create a profitable acrylic pricing strategy.